This is the tale of Whisker, a not-so-ordinary orange tabby cat whose life changed when a chance encounter with a travel brochure led him on an extraordinary 7-day adventure through sunny San Diego. Our story begins in a quaint village nestled amidst rolling hills and winding paths. Here, nestled in a cozy house, lived the Hartley family with their beloved pet, Whisker. Now, Whisker was no ordinary cat. With a luxurious, fluffy coat the color of spun copper and whiskers that quivered with curiosity, he possessed an air of distinction that hinted at adventures waiting beyond their quiet neighborhood. His amber eyes twinkled with an untamed spirit, a yearning for exploration that his humans hadn't yet indulged. One peaceful afternoon, as Mrs. Hartley settled down with a travel magazine, fate intervened. Her gaze fell upon a captivating photo of a sunny San Diego beach. "Oh, wouldn't it be lovely to spend a week there?" she sighed, tracing the image with her fingertips. Little did she know that her casual musings had set in motion an extraordinary journey for both her and Whisker. You see, Whisker wasn't your typical pampered indoor cat. While he enjoyed napping in sunbeams and chasing the occasional laser pointer, a part of him longed for the great outdoors, for the rustle of leaves and the intriguing scents carried on the wind. Sensing his unspoken desires, Mrs. Hartley made a momentous decision. "Why don't we surprise our adventurous boy with a week in San Diego?" she announced, turning to her husband with a mischievous twinkle in her eye. Mr. Hartley loved the idea. It would be an excellent opportunity to bond with their adventurous cat while experiencing the wonders of sunny San Diego. So the plans were set, the bags packed, and soon the Hartleys were on their way. With Whisker securely nestled in his custom-designed pet carrier, that doubled as a climate-controlled luxury suite. The moment they arrived at their vacation rental near Balboa Park, Whisker's carrier was opened, and his pink nose began working overtime. The California air carried scents he'd never experienced before: blooming jasmine, eucalyptus, and something wonderfully fishy from the harbor miles away. Off he went, sniffing every blade of grass and flower petal as if discovering them for the first time. His first stop was the park's central plaza, where street performers drew crowds under the warm afternoon sun. The sight of a graceful tightrope walker, balancing high above the ground, fascinated him. Secured in his adventure harness decorated with tiny surfboards, Whisker watched intently, his green eyes wide with wonder. Suddenly, one of the performers juggling balls rolled near his paw. With a playful flick of his paw, Whisker sent it back toward the stage, eliciting surprised laughter from the audience. "Look at that, smart kitty cat," a young girl squealed, and soon Whisker found himself the center of attention. He basked in the admiration, his orange fur glowing like polished copper in the golden afternoon light. As evening descended, Whisker discovered the park's hidden gardens. In a secluded corner filled with blooming roses, he paused, his petite form silhouetted against the soft focused background of colorful flowers. There, in that tranquil setting, he sat like a furry meditation guru, lost in contemplation. The studio-quality natural lighting made every strand of his detailed fur visible, from the cream-colored patches on his chest to the distinctive tabby stripes that rippled across his plump sides. He looked like an orange-hued desert cat from a nature documentary. Graceful, yet undeniably fluffy. Day 2 promised more excitement at the world-famous San Diego Zoo. Whisker's green eyes grew as wide as saucers upon entering the vast enclosures and diverse animal residence the Hartleys had arranged for him to visit during special pets welcome hours. Strolling through the pathways, he strutted like a miniature lion surveying his domain, his fluffy belly swaying with each confident step. At the big cat exhibit, his feline instincts took over, and he sat transfixed in perfect Pixar-like pose. When a majestic tiger approached the glass, Whisker sat mesmerized. Was this what he might look like if he were 20 times larger and had stripes instead of his distinctive orange tabby markings? His whiskers twitched thoughtfully as he processed this unexpected family reunion. But the penguins stole his heart. Watching them waddle and slide in their enclosure filled him with glee. He followed one along the glass with his nose practically touching the cold surface, his chubby cheeks pressing against the display as he watched. The highlight was meeting Luna, a therapy cat who worked at the zoo's Children's Hospital Outreach Program. The two orange tabbies touched noses through a supervised introduction, and Whisker's expressive eyes showed pure joy at meeting a kindred spirit who also brought happiness to humans. After a day of adventure, Whisker knew he needed rest. Curling up on his cozy dog bed inside the vacation rental, he drifted off to sleep, dreaming of tigers, penguins, and a future filled with more furry discoveries. Day 3 dawned bright and beautiful, calling Whisker and the Hartleys to the coast. They headed to Loyola Cove for a day of beach fun. Standing on the sand in his stylish sun hat and UV protective shirt, his whiskers quivered as ocean breezes carried salt spray and adventure to his sensitive nose. The sea lions were his favorite discovery, and he spent a good amount of time watching their antics. As he crouched low on his beach blanket, his orange fur fluffed against the ocean breeze, one particularly bold sea lion pup barked, and in response, Whisker let out the most dignified meow, as if engaging in cross-species conversation. A marine biologist nearby chuckled and explained that cats and sea lions share some communication patterns. Both use body language and vocalizations to express curiosity and playfulness. Just then, a dolphin pod swam past the cove, leaping and playing in the waves. Whisker watched with rapt attention, his expressive face showing pure wonder at these graceful marine creatures. The day's final adventure brought a surprise. As Whisker strolled along the boardwalk with Mrs. Hartley, he noticed a gaggle of tourists gathered around a jewelry shop window. Peeking inside, he saw his own reflection wearing a tiny crown fashioned from sparkling gems. The image was too